Welcome to Lunchtime Look. I'm Sharon Rogers. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine, and this is my buddy Crash. And during our Lunchtime Looks, we bring you a quick and easy project to create. Now today's project is quick and easy, even though it involves die cutting. Some of you are saying, what? Die cutting and under 10 minutes? Really? Really? We're going to be using the meant to be dies, and I think you're going to agree that this is a very clean and simple look, and one that's very easy to reproduce. Let's get started. For today's lunchtime look, we're going to be die cutting, and it's still going to be a very short project. I'm bringing in the meant to be dies, and these are new in the mini catalog, the January to April mini catalog, and I bought them because I'm going to be resuming my scrapbooking, and these are going to make beautiful, beautiful pages. But you don't need to just use them on pages. You can use them on cards as well. I'm taking the smallest two of the hexagons, and here I have a piece of basic white. I will be placing this somewhere over here. I want it to be roughly, centered top and bottom, and maybe half an inch, maybe a little bit more from the left-hand edge. So let's go ahead and bring in our die cutting machine so we can do that. Plates 1, 2, and 3. With my die. Let me just take a moment to center that on there, make sure it's pretty straight, which I think it is. And we're going to run that through. Ah, my handle's on the opposite side. Well, there we go. I need to cut another one from a piece of old olive scrap. So when you use these, you actually get this piece, which would be lots of fun to make some interlocking pieces, but also just to have as something different. You can kind of straddle them together and make all sorts of cool things. We're not going to use either one of those pieces. We're keeping this though. And then I have my scrap, and that's what I'm going to die cut this larger hexagon with. All right. So here we have, again, our two pieces. Can save this for some other project. And what I really could do is I could put this on the inside of my card if I wanted to. I'm going to hold on to that. But this is the part that I want for the front of my card. I have brought in a piece of this pattern. It's got the honeycomb on the back in old olive, but this is from the, I don't remember the name of it. It's the Cute as Can Be Designer Series paper. We're going to bring that in. What's going to happen is I'm going to make a little frame here, and look, when I put these together, I actually get that white inside too, which is really pretty cool. Now, I have a pretty good hand with my glue. If you are not quite as proficient, let's say, with the glue, then you might want to get a detailed glue bottle. You can pick them up pretty inexpensively. They have a really fine tip on them, but you really don't need much glue. And to put this down, I'm starting with the bottom. Then you can kind of see where it all goes so that there's just a uniform border there. I'll just press that down. Look how quick and easy that was. Now I do also want to stamp a greeting, so I might as well do it now. And I didn't want to use the Be My Valentine, and I haven't, at the time of filming this, I haven't received my Cute as Can Be or Meant to Be stamp set. So, and this is all kind of lovey-dovey and Valentine-y, so I'm not going to use that. But I'm going to just bring in a random sentiment. I think this is from So Sincere. I'm going to put that right down here, just stamping in Old Olive. Oh, and I caught an edge. That's all right. We are going to erase that with my sand eraser, and it will be all good. Let's see if I can find my sand eraser. I can. Right here. Again, this is another tool that is helpful for a stamper. Basically, you're taking off the top layer of the cardstock. So this would not be good to use on that two-tone paper that we have, the two-tone cardstock that we now have, because that has a white core. And so if I took off the top layer, the printed layer, then I wouldn't have any color. I'd have a white showing. All right, I could get a little bit more of this off. Look, I'm making this mistake, and it's still going to be a very quick card. Perfect for my lunchtime look. All right. Bring in a base of thick basic white. I'm going to mount this up here, but what's going to go behind it is this patterned paper right here. You can see where it's going to go. I'll probably straighten that out a little bit. And that's where I want to adhere it down. I am going to be using some dimensionals on that top layer, so I don't want to put that down just yet, but I can kind of make sure I want to have this all covered up. So let's see if I put that on there. That works. It looks a little crooked to me, so I'm going to straighten that out. So when I put this on, you see you've got those things right there. I probably should have stamped after I saw where this was going to be. I probably would have preferred to have my sentiment up here because there's less bees up here, but that's all right. You get the gist. It still looks cute. I'm going to put on some dimensionals, and I want to put some dimensionals around these edges. And then over here. And if you want, I'll just put a couple more out here. Probably didn't need to do that. Probably could have split this distance here. Let's see, get all these backings off. Okay, I think I have them all off. I'm going to put this on right here. Okay, and just, it gives a little bit of space in there, which looks really nice. Let's bring in a piece of Petunia Pop ribbon. Now this is about 8 inches, which is more than long enough. I'm going to string this through here, and I'm just going to tie a decorative knot. So left over right and through. Okay, put your finger right there. Bring this over the top. This other one, this bottom one that's on in the south position, goes over the top and through the hole. And then you just sort of pull it, and you've got a nice flat knot there. We can trim our ends. And our card is done. If you want to make your ends go in a little bit different direction, you can. There we go. And that is our card. Very, very quick and simple. Perfect for lunchtime look. Thank you so much for joining Crash and I today. I have a little secret. The Meant to Be bundle is going to be the focus of April's Clubhouse. And I'll be sending a little bit more about that in my email next week. So be on the lookout. The Meant to Be bundle. If you love bees or hexagons, scrapbooking, spring, you're going to love these projects. Have a great rest of your week and weekend.